Maria had achieved a lot by the age of 48, and after her divorce from her husband. Maxim left her 8 years ago, as it happens usually with men, for a younger woman, but with 2 children. Their son by that time had just finished school and entered the military institute. And now he is an officer, serving far from home. He has his own family. Maxim fell in love with the young woman, and even the presence of 2 small children, twins, did not stop him. Alice was good-looking. She was 25 years old. She worked as a hairdresser in a beauty salon, where Maxim went to get a haircut. Alice had given him a haircut, and they had started to get it on after that. Maria naturally worried. She felt humiliated. Her husband left her. But she is one of those women who do not rush into panic, respect themselves, develop, and strive to arrange their lives comfortable, not relying on anyone. With her husband, they lived well. Her husband earned very well, and he was the main source of funding. Maria taught at school and always wanted to go into business, to open a flower store. And while still married to her husband, she finished florist courses. Maxim did not like this idea of his wife. He said, "What do you lack money? I do not need a wife who will be in business. Business takes a lot of time and the family will suffer from it." Maxim did not let her develop. He believed that the head of the family should be the husband, and earn more should also be the husband. When Maxim left, Maria gathered all her savings, they were not much, turned to her brother businessman Roman, he lives in Austria, explained that she wanted to open a flower store because she was alone. Roman supported his sister. "Marisha, well done. Long ago it was necessary to engage in your favorite business. I will help you. You are one of my favorite sister." 8th year at Maria Flower Business. At first it was difficult, but her brother supported, advised, was always in touch, and then came and they together arranged a presentation of the store. Now Maria is even glad that Maxim left her. She realized her dream, of course with the help of her brother. Now she lives well and quietly. The business is thriving. Maxim called unexpectedly and said it was business. He needed the documents he had left behind when he left, his diploma and something else. Maria felt that his voice had changed, became warmer. Earlier it had been irritated, dry, sounded caustic. But here it suddenly warmed. Life is a strange thing. As soon as it becomes good, calm, and life shines with bright colors, there is bound to be some fuss. Maria thinks that her ex-husband called for a reason, suddenly remembered about the documents. He arrived in the evening with flowers. Maria opened the door. "Hi, Marisha. Although your store is full of flowers, I still decided to give you these roses." Maria took the bouquet. "Hi, come in. I found only your diploma, and there are no other documents." And Maxim suddenly shocked her. "Marisha, I want to come back to you. It's still hard to bring up 2 children, strangers. And in general, I was disappointed in Alice, who at first was a light butterfly, malleable, gentle, but over time turned into a Megara. I used to resent you. You demanded something from me, tried to direct me in the right family direction, and our son is the best. I realized it long ago. He, by the way, never forgave me. Talks to me with tension, mostly yes and no. Maxim, having profited with young Alice, Namamayavshi with her small children, who are growing up and demand attention and money, suddenly realized that he should not have left the family. He got a resentful, demanding, inconsistent woman who over the years became more cunning and scandalous. He began to wonder, and why did he have to do this? His family began a difficult, unpredictable period, and Maxim decided to jump into the last carriage to return to Maria. He watched his ex-wife from afar. She blossomed, looked fresh, apparently she earns well, and most importantly, she lives alone. Maria really lives well, happy, although alone. She does not want to meet men. Although there are plenty of applicants, a friend constantly says, "Marisha, I'm sick of your fans. Well, answer at least one reciprocation. You refuse, and they ask me to influence you." My dear friend, no. I do not want to connect my life with anyone. I'm so comfortable. I live for myself. I love my son, my granddaughter, and myself. When I lived alone without Maxim, I felt the difference and appreciated. No more returns to the past life. I enjoy solitude. I have such a feeling of lightness, as if a heavy weight was taken off me. Maria paused, and Maxim kept his gaze on her, tensely waiting for what his ex-wife would say. Max, I don't want to return to the past life, to the past relationship. I'm not ready to change the situation. I'm good and calm now. And what happened before? You ran on women, then left me. I long ago it all survived, adjusted my life. I am now surprisingly comfortable. Marisha, believe me, I have changed. I realized a lot of things, revised my attitude to you. I realized that I love you and always loved, just turned the wrong way. I feel bad now. Let's start from scratch, shall we? Life proves that people don't change, and I doubt very much that you have changed. It's just that you know me, and it's easier for you to come back to me than to look for another woman, especially since you're not so young anymore. You love yourself very much, and I loved myself too, and I realize that it's better to love myself than to love an egoist. I am now good, and I do not want to get out of this good, jump again where it was bad, said Maria confidently. Marisha, I'm not rushing you, think. I realize that you did not expect my arrival and such a proposal, or rather even a request. I'll call you later. Maria thought about whether she wanted her ex-husband back. Probably not. She had explained everything correctly to him. She now acts and thinks consciously, not as before, on emotions. Maria, based on her life experience, remembered once and for all, a person does not change for the better over the years. She knows and feels that Maxim wants to return to her because he realizes that this is the easiest way to make his life easier.